Every year, millions of lives are destroyed, not by war, not by disease, but by drugs. Drugs don't just ruin your health. They destroy families, futures, and entire generations. Today's video is going to expose the real truth about drugs, how they affect your brain, your body, your mind, your relationships, and your future in ways most people never, ever talk about. This isn't fear-mongering. This is reality. Let's start with your brain. It's the command center for everything. Your thoughts, your decisions, your emotions, your self-control. Drugs hack this system. Most drugs work by flooding your brain with dopamine, the chemical that makes you feel pleasure and motivation. But this pleasure is fake. It's an illusion. And when you create this artificial high, your brain starts to change. Over time, your ability to feel natural happiness disappears. Your brain stops producing dopamine on its own. You start to feel empty, depressed, and numb without the drug. This is the crucial point that many people miss. Addicts don't take drugs to feel good anymore. They take them just to feel normal, just to escape the crushing emptiness that the drug itself created. Drugs literally rewire your brain's structure. This is especially dangerous for teenagers and young adults whose brains are still developing. A damage done during these years can be permanent, creating a lifelong battle against addiction. Think of it like a computer's motherboard being resoldered incorrectly. The system glitches, it freezes, it fails. That's what drugs do to the most important organ you have. They're not a temporary escape. They're a permanent prison. Now, let's talk about the shocking physical damage. It's not just about feeling bad. It's about your body literally breaking down. Let's start with your heart. Drugs can cause an irregular heartbeat and sky-high blood pressure. This puts immense strain on your cardiovascular system, leading to sudden heart attacks, even in young, otherwise healthy people. Your heart is not designed to handle that kind of chemical assault. And there are your lungs. If you're smoking or inhaling drugs, you're causing direct, severe damage. This leads to chronic breathing problems, frequent lung infections, and permanent scarring of your lung tissue. Every breath becomes a struggle. Imagine being constantly out of breath, unable to run, unable to even walk up a flight of stairs without gasping for air. That's the reality for many. Next up are your liver and kidneys. These are your body's filtration systems. Your liver works tirelessly to filter toxins out of your blood. When you use drugs, you're overloading it. It's like pouring sludge into a water filter. Eventually, it just breaks. The result is liver failure or kidney shutdown, which means a lifetime of painful medical treatments like dialysis, or waiting for a transplant that may never come. And we have to go back to the brain, because the physical damage there is devastating. We're talking about memory loss, slowed thinking, and a permanent decline in your cognitive abilities. Simple tasks become difficult. Conversations become confusing. Some of this brain damage never heals, even long after you quit. You don't get a second brain. The one you have is precious, and drugs wage war against it. But the destruction doesn't stop with the physical body. Drugs destroy your mind. Many people turn to drugs trying to escape pain, but all they find is a new, more horrifying kind of mental torment. We're talking about severe depression that feels like a black hole, anxiety attacks that make you feel like you're dying, and crippling paranoia where you can't trust anyone, not even your own thoughts. In more extreme cases, drugs can trigger hallucinations or full-blown psychosis, where you lose touch with reality completely. Many people develop drug-induced mental illnesses that stay with them for life, long after the substance is out of their system. The risk of suicide also increases dramatically among drug users. The sad irony is that drugs don't solve pain, they multiply it. They take your existing problems and amplify them, creating a cycle of despair that feels impossible to break. If you're struggling, please know that turning to substances is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. And this devastation inevitably spills over into your relationships. Addiction changes your personality. The kind, trustworthy person you once were gets replaced by someone who lies, steals, and manipulates to feed their habit. Trust, the very foundation of any healthy relationship, is shattered. Families suffer immensely. Children grow up traumatized, living in a constant state of fear and instability. Parents have to watch their children fade away, and children have to watch their parents become strangers. Addiction doesn't just affect one person. It's a bomb that goes off in the center of a family, destroying everyone around it. Then comes the real-world fallout: crime, poverty, and jail. Drugs are expensive, and addiction is a relentless master. It pushes people toward theft, violence, and other illegal activities just to get their next fix. This path often leads straight to getting arrested, becoming homeless, or ending up in prison. A criminal record can haunt you for the rest of your life. It can destroy your career opportunities, your ability to get an education, and even your freedom to travel. One bad decision, one moment of weakness, can slam shut so many doors, ruining an entire future. And we must talk about the deadliest risk of all: overdose. An overdose doesn't look like it does in the movies, where someone just peacefully falls asleep. It's brutal. It looks like vomiting, violent seizures, choking, heart failure, and brain death from lack of oxygen. Many overdoses happen unexpectedly. Even experienced users can misjudge a dose or encounter a substance laced with something far more potent, like fentanyl. One single use can be your last. There are no second chances with a fatal overdose. It's a permanent end to a temporary problem. Here is the truth that nobody tells you when you're tempted. Drugs promise escape, confidence, and happiness. But they deliver pain, addiction, and regret. No drug will ever fix loneliness, trauma, or stress. Real healing comes from human connection, from finding purpose, and from getting real professional help. If you've never used drugs, I urge you, stay strong, stay smart, and value the life and the mind you've been given. If you are struggling right now, hear this: you are not weak, you are not a bad person, and you are not alone. There is help available, and recovery is absolutely possible. Your life is worth saving. There are people who want to help you, and there is a beautiful future waiting for you on the other side of this. Please share this video. You never know whose life you might save. Thanks for watching.